Oh hi, welcome back to another episode of Then We Eat. If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining us. If you've been here before, welcome back. On this week's edition, we'll be making Hamburger Stroganoff. So the first thing we need to do is we need to cook our ground beef. So I'm going to get the induction out. It's going to get loud. I've got my frying pan heating up. To my frying pan, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of butter, 1/2 cup of diced onion. This is just white onion. If you've got red onion, you can use red onion. If you have Vidalia, you could use Vidalia, whatever onion you have. And 1 pound of ground beef. I'm using regular today. If you like to use lean, go ahead, use lean. We prefer the flavor of regular. So you want to fry all this together until the onions are cooked and the ground beef is no longer pink. There's not a lot of ingredients in this, which makes it a super quick, easy weekday meal. Okay, my onions are tender, my ground beef is almost cooked. It's time for the next ingredients. To my pan, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour, a teaspoon of salt, a clove of garlic, which is about a teaspoon, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So I'm going to add all of that in here to my pan, and I'm going to let it cook for about 5 minutes. That should be enough time to cook the rest of my ground beef. Now by adding the 2 tablespoons of flour, it's going to soak up a lot of the grease that you've got left in here. And it's going to make it a little almost pasty, kind of thick. And the rest of the ingredients are just going to cook in. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. As you can see, the ground beef is nice and cooked. It's a little thick from the flour, which is what we want. It's time to add our next ingredient. The next ingredient is a can of cream of chicken soup. Yes, I did say that right, a can of cream of chicken soup. We're going to dump it in. Not very appealing, I know. Now we're going to mix this in and let it cook on simmer for about 10 minutes. So it's been 10 minutes. As you can see, there's a little bit of grease in the bottom of my pan, so I am going to drain off a little bit of the fat. That's because I used the regular instead of the lean. If you feel that you've got a little bit too much oil in your pan, then just drain off a little bit. I also forgot to mention that normally the recipe calls for mushrooms. You would have put the mushrooms in with the flour mixture before you added your soup. I don't like mushrooms. I don't add them. So let's give this a little bit of a drain and we'll move on to the next step. The last ingredient we want to add is 1 cup of sour cream. And you want to mix your sour cream in and heat it just until it's heated through. So while this is heating up, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Hit the like button if you like what you saw. Share it with all your friends. Hit the notification bell, let you notify when we upload a new video. We upload every Friday. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And comment down below. Would you make this? Or better yet, what would you like to see us make next? Okay, so our sour cream is heated through. It's time to give it a taste. I'm going to take it off of the induction and I'm going to clear it off the counter. So just give me a minute and we'll be right back to plate up. So the best way to eat it is with egg noodles. At least that's what I find. I've got some nice egg noodles already cooked. So we'll just add them to the bottom of our plate. And we'll put a scoop of our Hamburger Stroganoff on top of that. And the last thing we're going to do is we're just going to put a little bit of parsley over the top. This is freshly chopped parsley. We're still growing it, even though it's winter here. We've got some fresh parsley in our greenhouse. So that's what I'm using today. And there we go. So let's give it a taste and see how we did. That is so good. You can taste the chicken soup, the garlic, the onions. So good. And so quick and so easy. As I said, it makes a perfect weekday dinner. So I want to thank you all again for watching. And don't forget, first we cook, then we eat.